Picture this. Up, the sequel, called Down. That's where Carl Fredricksen goes. Down, 6 feet under, because he's dead, because he's like 78 in this movie or something. I believe. Up is Pixar's 10th feature film and tells the story about 78-year-old Carl Fredricksen traveling to Paradise Falls with his house that is equipped with a mass amount of balloons. And during his journey, he inadvertently ends up taking a young Boy Scout with him. So I rewatched this film the other day for only about my third time, I believe, which is actually kind of weird. I usually end up watching Pixar movies more than once, especially if it's like, this movie's 7 years old, almost 7 years old. So I would have thought that I would have seen this movie a bit more. And so yeah, it was just kind of strange. But I did not own the movie, which again is kind of weird because I own all the Pixar movies, so I had to go to buy it on Blu-ray. I've been waiting to watch it. I searched for months for it, just couldn't find it. And when I did find it, it was like immensely overpriced. At, like I don't even want to say, but enough of that side story. So getting back to Up, when so rewatching it, I definitely had forgotten a lot about what happens in this movie. So it was kind of a treat for me. I was able to view it as if I was watching it for the first time again. And when I saw Up in the theaters for the first time, I was around the age of 10, I want to say. And I remember liking it, but not loving it as much as I wanted to. And I think that is due to the direction of Pete Docter. And in my opinion, he puts out the best quality Pixar films. He's done Monsters, Inc., Up, and now Inside Out. And sure, I will definitely back up John Lasseter. However, I think that he's definitely fallen off the wagon with Cars, which are definitely not up to the standards of a regular Pixar film. However, he's put out very iconic stuff. Anyways, Pete Docter, he is just fantastic at what he does and the concept he comes up with. I wouldn't say Monsters Inc. I would consider, but Up and Inside Out are very similar in ways where they deal with sort of darker subject matter and that kids may not have a full appreciation when they're younger. However, when they watch it as they grow older, they'll definitely see the different themes that they missed out on as a kid or different messages, and that's what I found for myself. I was picking up on different things that I didn't when I was 10, and that was amazing. As no matter how old you are, you can learn something from this movie, and I was getting such a strong and good message from this film, and that's just amazing. Up is such an amazing animation film filled with lovable characters, and there wasn't a time where I wasn't invested in the story. And I believe next to Toy Story 3, Up is probably the most emotional, heavy Pixar film. Of course, some people might not consider Toy Story 3, or if they're going to talk about like the most emotional scene in Toy Story 3, they'll definitely talk about the part where the toys are going to die. Spoiler alert, but if you have not seen the movie, I will give you a little signal, which is this, I guess, because I'm going to talk some Toy Story 3 spoilers. Anyways, I'm going to start now. The part that always gets me in Toy Story 3, that breaks me down and makes me weep like a man, is when Andy gives away the toys to that little girl. Toy Story 3 made a huge impact on my childhood, and when Andy gave away the toys, it was just him saying goodbye, and as well as the audience saying goodbye to the Toy Story universe, I guess you could say. Of course, now we know that Toy Story 4 is coming out, but that scene is just so sentimental to me, and the whole Toy Story trilogy is. So that part always gets me, even to this day. So anyways, yeah. So Up, it's just packed with like emotional scenes to just break you down. And of course, you can always talk about the 10-minute opener to this film, which is just heart-wrenching and just tears your fucking heart out. But I didn't expect there to be as much emotional scenes as there were. It was just very well done and very well crafted and broke me down. I didn't cry, but like, it seriously just tried to rip my fucking heart out. Pardon the language. I don't know why I used that repetition of words there. Anyways, let's move on. So Up is just very good looking, even to this day. It's almost 7 years old now, as I was saying, and it is just beautiful to look at. If it came out today, it would still be up to like animated standards. It's sometimes better looking than some of the shit that studios put out that is like their animated feature. Anyways, There were a few problems that I had. There was like certain plot devices that happened in the film that felt very forced. However, it can be easily overlooked. This is a damn good animated film, and it was Pixar at its finest. Of course, after this movie, they kind of hit a rut and they had a few not so great films. However, this is one to be cherished, and I think that it can be a little bit underrated. So Up gets a 9 out of 10. Alright guys, this has been your favorite critic 26 with yet another review. My next review will be of St. Vincent. I know I said that in my Southpaw review. I actually lied. I meant Up. I don't know why I said that. Sorry about that. So St. Vincent review will be up in a couple of days. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this review, please smack that like button as always. As well as comment what you thought of the movie below. Share it to your friends. And subscribe as always. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.